Welcome to Shop Talk with Short Block and Dipstick, where we talk about all the daily shenanigans that go on around our auto repair shop. And if there's time left over, we might even talk about the cars. Here are your hosts, Short Block and Dipstick. Oh yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Shop Talk with Short Block and Dipstick. And you like
Right. How about that intro?
Short block, then if there's time, dipstick.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll get into whatever we can get into. That's always the goal. That intro is killer.
I like it.
Yeah. Thank you, Andrew, for hooking us up with that.
Thank you.
That is awesome. We have a few different topics to get into today that we're going to kind of go over. We've got we're coming up on Christmas now. We've been off for a couple of weeks, so thank you guys for being patient while we catch up with some stuff. We've been doing some catching up on our new point of sale system, which is fantastic. It's also known as a POS. If anyone doesn't know, that's what point of sale means.
Great acronym suiting
the mental capacity to wrap your mind around untethering everything you've learned and relearning it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Such an enjoyment. But this is another fine example of how A&R will instill every tool available to them and our shops to make a better service experience for our customers.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great system. Just once the integration's completely done, it'll be smooth sailing. Just that integration process is...
As soon as I can get my inventory parts to line up.
That was a day and a half, but I got that all done.
Yeah.
That was a fun time.
We've made amazing strides over the last few days as it's been rolling out for a little bit over a week now, about a week at one of our stores. Warfield's been a week ahead of us, so please show us the way.
This is a blind leading the blind. If you're asking us.
So that's been great. So any customers in the Clarksville area, when you take the opportunities to get your cars fixed over us, will get to enjoy the new system that we've been working with called TechMetric. It will allow you to see more information about your vehicle, more updates frequently given to you about what's going on with your vehicle, and easily accessible breakdowns of the estimates for your vehicle for you to click approve or decline at your fingertip of what you'd like done on your vehicle.
Yeah, it is very user-friendly on the customer side so far, it seems. The stuff I've seen on the customer side, the texts and emails they get, it's very laid out, thorough, nice. You can compare it with the pictures from the DVI inspection. I think it's going to be it's a good step forward.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be great for
It's
our
just
customers.
a learning curve for us, getting to it. But I think it's going to be a good step forward once we get everything together.
Heavy on the curve.
Yeah. Yeah. So like always, we don't have any notes. We're just going to wing it like always. But we do have a couple of topics we want to talk about. So any travel plans for Christmas?
I will actually be going up to Wisconsin.
Oh, the motherland.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
Back to the homeland. It's going to be good. I've got a little bit of time off with the family so I can head up there, be up there for a few days. And then my folks are going to come back and hang out with us. We're going to show them a good time here in Tennessee.
Yeah, my mother, she came last week, and we're actually going over to Virginia up in the mountains to see my parents.
You say that with a face, like up in the mountains of Virginia is such a terrible place to be at Christmas time.
It's snowing there right now, and it's cold.
White people problems right there. You're going to have a hard time finding a Starbucks? Or?
I mean, they might have a Dunkin', so
Okay.
I mean, I can scrape by.
Oh, you'll be good. Sounds good. So when are you guys going up for Christmas? Like, will you be there?
We're going to be... I'm leaving tomorrow morning at like 4 o'clock.
So you'll be there.
Yeah, and it's like a 6-hour drive, so it's not horrible.
It's not like an 11-hour drive then.
No, thank goodness. But yeah, we'll be there. We're going to come back Christmas after Christmas dinner, which they're doing at around 11. So I should be heading out of there.
Christmas dinner at 11.
Yeah.
At night? Or what the heck?
No, 11 a.m. My family's weird. It's breakfast, dinner, supper. Don't ask me why. It's just stuck with me.
So does that just mean like normal breakfast, big lunch, normal dinner?
No, that's just what they call normal lunch. hey, we're going for
call it
lunch.
dinner?
It's dinner. Yeah. And then
You're gonna have to invite
and
me
then
over
dinner,
sometime so I can
supper.
witness. What
Would you like to
this
come over
means.
for dinner or supper?
Not a dinner, just to see what the difference is.
No, I ended that. That is not
There was
continuing
no
to the
dinner
next
invites?
generation.
Oh my gosh.
No, the lunch dinner mix up that stops with me. I'm
What
stopping.
would you? So obviously there's breakfast, and then there's Brinner.
Then it would
and
be
brunch.
Brenner. Yeah.
I guess there's one for everyone. I was almost stuck, and I was like, "What would you call breakfast for
Yeah,
lunch?"
let's see.
Brunch.
Well, you know,
I almost was. I
breakfast.
thought it was going to be a stumper.
Breakfast isn't actually a time. Breakfast is whenever you eat your first meal.
It's a feeling, isn't it?
No. You're breaking your fast. Break fast.
I
yeah.
feel like you got me on that one.
Now I want biscuits and gravy. So thanks.
I
It's
found an amazing
5:10, and I want biscuits and gravy.
Instagram recipe that I saved.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to show it to you later. So it's like a wreath setup. They use a springform pan, and it's basically like almost like a type of garlic bread that they're making in the springform pan with some additional stuff like sausage and ham and onion,
Okay.
and then some nice herbs on top. And then you take a
Can we
Like a
talk
li-
about the H in herbs?
herbs.
Yeah, there's an H.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
I
English-
went on a whole.
We could probably do a whole podcast
I went
about
on
the
a
English
whole.
language.
It's the worst.
It's
the
awful.
worst. It's the tech.
It's the tech magic of English of languages. No,
If you
I've
know
had-
it, you know it. But learning it is tough.
I will say over the years in my career, so I'm about a little over a dozen years in this industry, there are worse systems out here than this one. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just the learning curve of it. It's just
yeah.
we got this beat in your head, and it's like, hey, learn something new.
Yeah.
But then it's adapt or die. You know, you gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, show that you deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And if you want to complain, just remember that this was your chosen career.
Man, you got me so hyped up to go write up some estimates now. I'm so hyped up. I can't wait to write some more.
Fire. Whip these out. What were we talking about
I don't
before you
know.
went back to this? Virginia? Oh, I was talking about making
Oh yeah, your
brunch.
recipe.
Yeah,
Your garlic
it looks real good.
bread,
And then
chicken, sausage.
It's like it
jumbo,
turns out into like a pull apart. And
like
in
a
the
monkey bread kind of thing.
Yeah, but in the middle of the springform pan, you put like a little small little dish in there that would normally be like a dessert dish, but you put it in there upside down, so nothing comes into the middle, and then you flip it over as like a cup in the middle, and that's where you put all the sausage and gravy. So you like pull apart, dip right in. Party favor, appetizer.
Okay.
All right, so we got travel plans for Christmas.
We can talk about that for a minute. if
You
want
have
to.
like all your shopping done?
Yeah, no, we've already done our in-home Christmas. We did that last night. Mm-hmm. All the unwrapping gifts and.
I think I have a couple
Everything
more to
with the
wrap,
kids.
but I think we're like all set.
Oh no,
now.
we've unwrapped.
unwrapped.
Yeah,
oh,
we're
you're
done.
done.
Yeah, we're done.
Dang, guys.
Yeah, no, we're done. Well, because we're gonna be traveling, and we didn't want to do it tonight, so we can go to bed early. So last night we did our.
Santa Claus visit you guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fat joke on me? Because I kind of look like Santa
wow.
Claus in the.
Nope. I was just trying to keep it real simple to be like, do you guys still partake in that at home? We don't. This is the first year we're not.
We've actually never
That's an
did the
interesting
Santa.
way to go.
Yeah, no, they never. We never did the Santa thing.
Did you ever run into something like when your kids were at school and they're like, hey, little Johnny says he's getting visited from this guy in a red suit and he gives more presents than me?
You should hang out with my kids because they were talking about Santa at school, and I was like, "So what do you think about that? You know, that's not real, right?" She goes, "I know. It's just how do they fall for that? Why do they?" Yeah, no, my kids are.
So your kids just think everyone else is stupid.
Yeah.
They get the insider info and they're like, these people are dumb. Look at these faithful people.
There was one kid I did not want my kid to be, and I did not want my kids to be the last one to learn that there's
To
no
learn.
Santa in their class.
Ah, that could be embarrassing.
Yeah.
That could be tough.
So I figured being the first one's better than being the last one.
That's true. Yeah, it sucks to be the last.
So, yeah, that's travel plans. I will be traveling with a going on 5-week-old. So that's going to be fun.
She sleep well in the car yet?
He sleeps well.
He will? Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have known that.
Yeah, 'cause I think
They-
we talked about this
honestly,
on 2 podcasts now.
Well, I don't like to assign. Sorry, I can't even get that out without laughing.
Where's the mute button?
We'll restart that before we get sued. Oh, man.
So yeah, no, he travels well. He's very scheduled. It's like he's got to watch.
Like
If it's been 2 hours, it's time to eat. So he's my son.
Yep. Where's that Dunkin'?
Yeah, stupid Dunkin'. No Starbucks.
Did you guys get donuts today? It's Friday.
Yeah, we had 2 dozen. We got
Wow.
2 dozen donuts today.
Good for you guys.
Oh yeah. I only ate, I don't know, like 3.
not
Okay,
bad.
6.
6.
No, it wasn't 6. I think it was 3.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but over 8 hours, 3 donuts isn't that bad.
That's like breakfast, lunch, and
Yeah,
dinner.
for real. Yeah, breakfast,
Done.
dinner, supper.
Doesn't matter what you eat as long as it's good calories. Keep
Yeah,
it at the
those
right
are
count.
those are great
Those
calories.
are great ones. Oh, man. Let's talk about another thing. Sidestepping Christmas. Clarksville area in Montgomery County, where we are currently coming from for you guys here in podcasting, underwent an enormous tornadic event
Yeah,
in the last couple
yeah.
weeks.
It was pretty rough. The A&R family came out okay. I think we had one guy that got hit pretty hard, and a couple of us were without power. So we are counting our blessings for sure
Yeah.
that we all came out. Everybody came out unscathed physically. I mean, houses and stuff might have been damaged, but nobody was physically injured. So
Yeah.
we definitely come out good. And I know a lot of people didn't. I know a lot of people are still without power, and some are still without homes. So we definitely got to count our blessings that we came out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think one thing that really stands apart here, because it's already a big enough event to talk about when it makes national news and FEMA starts to get involved, and it becomes eligible for federal aid. So you know already that this tornado is huge and traveled far and affected tons and tons of people. But what really stands out for me when looking at this event, and then sort of, somewhat being involved in it, because coming from Wisconsin, we don't really get a lot of tornadoes.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we don't really get them up there. And if it does, they're so minor that the actual number of affected and how it affects people is pretty minimal. But down here, this is pretty big. I mean, the amount of people that are going to need massive home repairs, whole roofs, or an entire whole house is just everything's gone. We've had multiple injured, a few I think in the area that did lose their lives. But what really stands out for me when reading through the articles and watching the news and stuff like that is the overwhelming amount of people that came out to help. Volunteer hours, the amount of donations that they've talked about. They've talked about the fact that so many people came out to do cleanup that they had to ask them to stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said, hey guys, so you've collected everything for the curb now, and our garbage trucks can't keep up. So they asked everyone to stop. They boarded out the whole area and put out so people couldn't even get in to their places, and just said, yeah, we're just doing garbage trucks for the next 2 days because they can't keep up. And then the next thing that happened after that, over the next couple of days, they started to ask and said, hey, we have so much food donations. Please hold off. We're afraid that the food is going to go to waste, and we don't have enough refrigerators. We don't have enough stuff to take care of this right now. You guys have donated so much between that. And now the next step, too, they're actually saying, like, hey, guys, we have so many donations. Please slow down between the clothes and more food and Christmas presents for the kids and stuff like that. We don't have enough people to actually handle the amount of donations that everyone has
That's
brought
good
in.
that the community came out like that.
It's amazing.
Yeah. We actually, our owners, the company owners, Andrew and Rachel, they have a competition barbecue team. They actually smoked a lot of pork butts and donated a lot of food. And we had Operation Barbecue Relief come in with, and last I heard, it was like 6 semi trucks with smokers and meat and people. And it was amazing that they come from all over the state. I'm pretty sure some come from out of the state to just cook and hand out food to first responders and the power line men and everything. So it was really amazing to see that. I live in a town where the community will come out like that, and I mean, if it's just, the simple as cooking barbecue for the people, it's really amazed me.
It
to see the people come out like this.
Amazing feeling of pride and just wow, you guys everyone is so amazing, and the amount of smells that we got to endure, because the headquarters of where they started making everything was right next to our store.
Yeah.
So we were smelling this all day long. And then my wife at home, she got in our community group and was like, hey guys, let's try to do something. Why don't you bring all your kids over? So this all happened at my place. They brought all their kids over and their mixers, and they did a whole cookie run. So they made a little over 1,000 cookies in one day. My double oven was pushing them out.
Just your oven?
Just my, yes, this is at my house. So like all the kids are hanging outside. There's like 20 kids outside running around on the trampoline. And inside there's about a dozen ladies with just a row of mixers going like crazy.
Jeez.
And just pounding out these cookies 8 minutes at a time. Let me tell you, going all day smelling smoked meats and then walking into your house and it smells like cookies and vanilla and did not eat any of it.
So, I was going to say you're living my dream, but they're not eating any
That's
of it.
the hard part, I think.
Yeah.
But
You didn't get no cookies
But then
in
you
there?
remember that, I wasn't affected. So
Yeah, true. So, yeah, I was really amazed that any way they could, people come out and did something. Everybody seemed very supportive, and it was really amazing to see that.
it's awesome just to see that, it didn't seem like no one stayed on the sidelines for this. Everyone got involved in some way.
Everybody jumped right in. Yeah, And I think that's something that, I don't know, the world's kind of losing that community. And I know that Clarksville's a big community. It's real spread out, but it was really nice to see that still exists in the world, that community, that feeling of community. And you don't really know these people. I mean, they're all strangers, but it was nice to see that in a time of need, people still get together. And
Yeah, it was great to see
somebody
that people
out.
didn't really treat it like that. They just saw the aftermath and the disaster and said, I can help. What can I do?
Yeah.
So way to go. Round of applause.
Yeah, everybody, first
For Montgomery
responders,
County.
linemen,
Absolutely.
anybody donating time, money, food. It was just,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And we know this isn't the end. So it's not about saying, hey, great job. We've still got plenty of work for people and still people in need of some stuff, whether it's food, aid, places to sleep, help, as they are currently working through relocating until their home can get repaired or rebuilt. And there's a lot of places that have been putting up a lot of people, apartments opening up, homes that are done. I think there's a few actually homes in my neighborhood that are done and they're now not up for sale. They are being rented.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. And we were without power, and we had a couple of cold snaps those nights. It was down into the low 20s, and I've got Florida blood, so it was that
So were
first.
you good or were you
no,
cold?
No, that first night was horrible.
I see, yeah.
We were like, oh, it won't be too bad, and then. Yeah, so we stayed home the first night, freezing. I was like, next day I was like, yeah, let's go find a hotel. So we had to go a town over, but we eventually found a hotel to stay at for the next 2 nights till we got power on. But I can't complain, because if that's my only complaint, then I'll come out really good. So.
Yeah.
So we will have a guest today.
That's right. We're going to bring back one of our old interviews, Mr. Fernando. If you guys remember him coming in. Just
I believe episode
pleasure.
2.
Really fantastic to have him on at that time. So we're going to bring him back on again, hear his take on some of these topics, and find out what he's doing for Christmas in just a short minute. All right. And how about that quick minute? We are back with Mr. Fernando. Welcome back, Fernando.
Thank you so much for having me back. How are you?
I'm so glad to see you, Fernando.
Yeah, I sat down and I think dear little baby Jesus for the opportunity, and
You smacking your lips over there for?
I'm ready for lunch, bro.
I'm trying to be serious right now.
Okay.
And you're not allowing me to.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. Appreciate
My
it.
bad.
Let's reel it in.
God, you guys are cute.
Are you guys ready for the holidays?
Yes.
Yes.
So we've been working on gift wrapping and all sorts of stuff. I think we're close. I've got like a couple of gifts left to wrap, but that's for like the travels anyways. This guy apparently went through his Christmas already. He's all done.
Well, we're traveling across, we're going to come home Christmas Day in the afternoon. So like that day's going to be wrecked coming home because we're not going to want to do nothing. So we did all of our Christmas stuff yesterday with the kids.
Good call.
So I wrapped it, and then 10 minutes later, watched them rip it to shreds and
No,
open
you
everything.
wrapped it and it lasted 10 minutes. That's amazing.
I was going to chirp in with wrapping paper, and I tell you what, I've seen more wrapping paper this week with our Christmas tree and our Christmas angels.
Yeah.
For those that you don't know, or for those that don't know, we partnered with the community, and we got some presents for families out there that are in need in the holiday season, and we wrapped presents for hours on hours. It felt like.
Yeah, and I don't know how y'all fared at your store, but every single one of our Angel Tree cards
Yes,
got
same.
taken. Same? Good.
We had like one left over last week, and I feel like people just rallied and started making calls and be like, hey, just so people know, there's one left. And like, I think we had like 10 phone calls within a half hour. Be like, I heard you have one left. You got one? I can come down and get it now. So people really rallied around that too.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, makes you feel good at the end of the day, knowing that there's kids out there enjoying presents, and knowing that we've got people in place like Jennifer and Samantha and Kendall that made the phone calls and paper cuts. It's a tough job, I'm telling you.
I agree. So where are you headed for this Christmas? Or are you sticking around?
I am. I'm sticking around. I'm not going too far. So family's going to be here in Clarksville, and the long weekend is going to be spent for sure, hopefully enjoying a little bit of this warm weather that we've got. And some good R&R.
Oh yeah.
Some possibly some mowing.
Maybe. Is it supposed to be up to 60 or more?
Close. So what I want to
Already
do,
to 60.
I got to get that
Wow.
last mowing, get it ready for the next season. I always got to think about the lawn.
I agree. It's important to keep your front area trimmed and
It's almost like it's in your blood to worry about your lawn.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
the weirdest thing. I think he just got it.
Dipstick's a little slow today. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. I don't immediately go to race like everybody else here, but I agree. It is nice to keep your stuff landscaped.
It really is. Got to make it look nice.
Is that your phone going off? I thought you were professional.
Forget to clock out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's about that time.
About that time, guys. Hey,
According
I don't
to
know.
our podcast, we're officially off the clock, and we can say whatever we want.
Nice. It was Short Blog's birthday on Monday. Did you know that, Chad?
I didn't know our birthdays were so
He didn't
close.
even know I had a son, and I've talked about it on 2 podcasts so far.
Oh, gotcha.
I think as soon as he turns the recorder off, he just forgets all about me.
How is he, they, them doing? They doing okay?
Great,
I
great.
didn't even tell him to say that. He just knows.
No, all good, all good.
So your birthday's the what? The 19th?
18th.
18th? Mm-hmm. We have birthdays super close.
When's your
Well,
birthday?
yours is
Tomorrow.
And Fernando's
is the 28th.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Gosh, 3 amigos.
this trio is,
Tres amigos.
yep,
That means
hydrating all day, every day.
3
throughout-
friends.
Does it?
Yeah, in case you didn't know. Trying to help you out.
I did it. I did it. I speak Hebrew, so
Oh, well, shalom.
yeah. Okay.
If anyone didn't understand what that means, it means okay.
It does. Yes.
It means what? It means not okay. It means what?
So this actually came up for this weird
Let's
moment came
not-
up for me earlier this week when someone on TV or somehow we came across some Spanish somehow. And I remember my wife said something in return to it, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Well, you don't know what it means?" She's like, "You took Spanish, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, like a couple of years." And she's like, "Well, how do you not remember?" I'm like, "Well, first off, that was 20 years ago, so that's why."
On a language you don't use daily and have it for 20 years, yeah, you should be perfectly fluent.
Oh, man,
You can't word it like that. 20 years ago. Because now
What's
you
it,
got me
like
thinking.
should I say like ochenta or something? Is that even right? I don't know.
Yes.
Is it really?
That was fantastic.
Is that right?
You guys are awesome.
Nice.
I know.
You were 4 times wrong.
All right. Now you got me
That means
thinking when I
80.
graduated high school.
It means 80, dude.
Oh man. What's
I don't
20?
think we're going to take any Spanish lessons from Mr. Wisconsin over here.
Vente?
Vente.
Vente.
Vente?
Kind of like
Yeah,
venti.
that's pretty
Vente.
close.
So when you get a
So
venti
Starbucks.
coffee, it's
So I want
20 ounces.
Oh my gosh, I hate that place.
Yeah.
It's schooling me still. It makes me dislike Starbucks that much more.
Well, go to Dunkin'.
No, yeah, I just make my own.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, do you have like one of those bougie coffee makers?
Big time.
I can see that.
An S.
Our Keurig went down earlier this
espresso?
week.
Yeah.
And I got asked, like, hey, is there something you'd like? Do you want to be a part of the team that's thinking about what we're going to get? And I'm like, so I have a Breville at home, and that's what I use. And they're like, oh, that's not in the budget. Sounds good.
Do you have like one of those frothers? The little.
It has like a micro grinder in it, so you can get like super fine. You can choose the grind level of how ground it gets, like how fine the grounds are, how much grounds you put into it. Is that from the front or the back?
He's putting me to sleep.
And yes, it has the frother.
I just go, give me that medium, and I go on with the day. I froth and particularly grind my grounds and my beans. We don't need all that. Just give me a venti coffee and let me go to work.
That's the male version of it. The female version of our listeners is very pleased to hear how well the grounds are taken care of.
Nice.
Speaking of taking care of grounds, Fernando, any,
Gosh, again.
I was going to say, I want to be just like Chad when I become a U.S. citizen. Grind my own beans.
you've made it in life. You've made it in life, Chad. You grind
I
your own
am
beans.
the American example.
So if you can't tell, Chad is beat red right now.
Oh, man.
I'm just glad he's not sick no more, coming here with that sickness every time.
I had that sweet bronchitis voice, though.
Yeah.
That radio voice?
Welcome.
Nice.
It's a short block and dipstick. Yeah, you definitely had a voice for radio. It matched your face for radio, so you were doing all right.
We have contemplated, speaking of that, we have contemplated video for these podcasts. Does that still make it a podcast, or does it make it something else?
No, it's still a podcast.
No, this makes it a podcast.
I would say it's a podcast
Yeah.
still.
Okay. Does it make it like a vlogcast or something?
Oh, would that be considered? No, that wouldn't be considered a vlog.
No, it would still be a podcast.
Okay.
What's the difference between a vlog
And a vlog?
and a podcast and a vlog? What would be the
No,
difference?
it's not. I think they're two different worlds. I think normally it was blog, like bloggers, and then you had the vlog.
Which was video log.
version of it.
But isn't that what we're doing?
I don't know. We're just here to have fun.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we've done that.
Yeah, we got that and check that right off.
Guess we gotta put our clothes
This
back
episode's
on.
got everything. Disaster relief. The world's falling apart. What are you doing for Christmas? How's your landscaping? You need someone? Call 555. We cut your lawn.
Hey, that might be the next idea. You know, we just got our tow truck, and you know, the warehouse is up and running. Maybe some plowing and some landscaping.
Weekend plowing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they don't get as much as they do up north, you know. So I mean, I don't know how as a business with the snow we'll get.
We'll keep going
As
until
y'all can
business
tell,
is good.
we keep it very serious here. Only discuss the serious topics.
This has got to be the dumbest episode
We were
ever.
supposed to talk about Christmas and family, and then it's plowing on the weekends. And
Business ideas.
I'm sorry, Rachel. The listeners.
Nick, push it down back there.
This might all get edited, by the way. All of it, every bit of it.
hey, but while we're on video, I think Nick Cage's backdrop would be amazing.
He's got to be.
He's
I mean,
got to
be.
I think just that whole wall.
So for those of our listeners out there that haven't had the opportunity to enjoy Will's office, eventually we'll get Will on this podcast too as an interview. We just got to get the right timing on that. Will has in his office here an amazing life-size poster. of
Life-size
Nicolas Cage.
poster.
He was in a lot of our pictures and a lot of our
yeah.
early TikToks, and we kind of got away from that. But we gotta get him back in.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's a-
He's
yeah,
got to sneak his
100%.
way into everything somehow.
He's a national treasure.
Can you imagine if you brought him
I
on
see
like
what
the
you did there.
on the tow truck? Like, hey, we're here to get you. Oh, don't worry about Nick.
That would be cool.
So
He's
yeah,
just along for the ride.
we have our tow truck up and running. We are set and ready to
Is that
service.
started though? It's ready to go completely.
Yeah, I think we don't have an up and running date, but it is definitely coming soon. So
Perfect. So it is up
Mobile.
and running, but
Yeah,
it is not ready.
Yes, I can tell you that as of maybe about 25 minutes ago, the final test drive was taken. All the fluids were checked. Everything safety-wise is crossed off and ready to go. We just got to finish up a couple other small items when it comes to, I think,
A couple lubrication
Kits.
points we got to hit. but
yeah. But outside of that, I think everything's good.
You can chuckle. It's okay. Look,
Man, the last 5 minutes, all it has been
Unprofessional.
is a laughter. No.
it's just a laugh track. Unprofessional with their phones.
Yeah, no, sorry, I had to mute it.
Well, as we get close to wrapping stuff up here, do you guys have any other Christmas notes you want to land in? What's
Yeah,
your favorite
just-
Christmas movie? Let's go on that.
We had, yeah.
We talked about
yeah.
traditional movies like
Yeah.
Die Hard and stuff like that. So last night we started at Christmas Vacation. That's what we're doing.
What I
it's
want to
okay.
do, I want to challenge you real quick. I'm gonna ask a different question.
Okay, I like this.
I mean, we're the interviewers.
Shut up.
Did you guys buy your wives Christmas presents? And if you did, how did you come up with the idea to get them that present?
Okay, so the best part about this right now, my wife has no idea what I buy her. And she says every year that I am the best gift giver, and she hates it as I'm a giver. And pause for comedic relief. So I do this for like 3 to 6 months before Christmas or anniversary or birthday. Just like randomly coming across something where she'll be like, oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, look at that. And I write it down, or I do like I have like a little text thing I keep in my phone sometimes, a little notepad that I save in there.
Yeah.
And then so that way I just don't forget it. I'm going to come back to it later. And then like 3 months later, Christmas or anniversary comes around, and here's the gift. Oh my gosh, you're so thoughtful. I wanted that.
I never see. For me to be able to do that, I need to carry a pen and paper, like paper around everywhere I go, because I will forget.
Yeah. What
I'm
about your
not-
phone? You don't have your phone?
Yeah, but then I also forget that I got my phone on me. You know,
You
I
just
I
forget
can't-
that?
I can't. You know,
You don't have any other guys with you next to you that you can be like, hey man, can you remember that for me?
like who?
I don't know. Is there another Fernando?
Oh,
or
you know, I should probably get Google on that.
why do you keep doing that? What about you? You got your wife's gifts planned?
Yes. I did not plan them, but I have my wife's
You were
gifts.
what told what to get?
I get links in my messenger app.
Oh,
Do you really?
This is cool. Okay. This is cool. Okay.
I ain't doing that. I
And I
get
was
that
like-
for everyone else in the family. You know, like grandkids. I get that. Like my nieces and nephews and stuff like that we get all gifts for. I like having that, but the kids are still surprised because the links that we get are from their parents, so it doesn't matter. They don't know what they're getting. They just have ideas.
Yeah.
And like for my parents, I get ideas from kind of both of them. For the others, if I can't think of something that's really great, but
Well, we've discussed this, and I don't want to get her something unless she really wants it. So I don't want to get her something and she's just, it's not exactly what she wanted. So tell me what you want.
what you really want.
You steal my thunder every time.
If he wasn't going to, I was going to.
I agree.
So tell me what you want, and I'll tell you what I
That's
want.
a gift receipt is for.
Yeah, but I'd.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like laziness. That's what it sounds like.
No,
if-
it's efficiency.
facts.
Yeah, that's what you really want in a marriage: efficiency.
No, in the gift giving department, what do you want? You want this, this, and this? Cool. I want this, this, and
romance.
this. That's just for Christmas. Birthdays and anniversaries are separate.
Okay, so there's like a qualifier there.
Yeah, this is Christmas stuff.
Okay,
I don't want her to open it and be like,
romantic on anniversaries and birthdays. Christmas is just about shopping.
100%.
Okay.
So that feeling that you get, right, when you really get that thoughtful present.
Yeah.
The part
my
that really
gosh.
gets to me.
That was right in my headphones.
Can you do that one more time for me?
No.
That feeling that you get when you get that really good present and you hand them the present and they've got that face of awe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the feeling that I get every time I come to work with you guys.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'm telling you, all the time.
Same.
I love it when we have 3 kids. My boy is our oldest, and then our 2 daughters are 7 and 5, and they all receive gifts really differently. my son's really good about, being really excited and really thankful. And if it's not exactly what he was expecting, he's like the one who's going to be like, hey, but thank you, though. I really appreciate this. Even though you can see it on his face where it was like, socks?
It shows that you
or something.
care.
Yeah, anything like that. Our first daughter, who's 7, I love buying her gifts. She's like the princess one. She's a screamer. Like when that gift gets open, her hands are in the air, her face lights up. Everyone loves buying her gifts because of how she responds. And then our other one is really good too. But
Socks! Yes!
guys, it's a banana. Did you ever get your kid a banana when they were like 2?
No.
That's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's just as much a thing as slapping cheese on your kid's face is now, apparently. Gosh,
Why
really
is
enjoy
it
that.
so popular?
I don't-
Someone started it,
It
and it
is
got weird.
everywhere.
So I tell Will, he called me and said Merry Christmas because he was leaving stores and going to the other one. And I said, yeah, please keep me in your thoughts tomorrow because I'm going on a 6-hour trip with a newborn. He goes, hey, just bring some cheese with you. You'll be all right. So I call my wife. I said, hey, I need you to get some stuff for the trip. She goes, so what do you need? I go, give me a couple Monster Energy drinks and a pack of Kraft singles.
Wow. It's not weird.
I bet you she
Then
didn't
I
even
ex-
question it though. He's just
She's like,
probably
"Yep,
oh, he's probably
gotcha."
hungry. That's fine. We'll make him some sandwiches on the way to where are you going?
Virginia.
Virginia.
He says it like it's a bad thing.
Virginia. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you're going to the mountains of Virginia. Like,
No cell
are you gonna go
service.
skiing or?
There's no. You know how many bears I see every time I go there? I'm not getting out of my car.
Well, you didn't for Halloween, so
Well, there's a
why
lot of.
would you for skiing?
There's no skiing on those mountains. They're
Why not?
just drastic drop offs.
Oh,
Yeah.
so snowboarding then.
Yeah, you only got to do it once.
As long as you land.
So yeah, there's Christmas plans and family stuff, and we touched on
We touched on a lot of stuff.
we touched a lot of stuff. Don't eyebrow raise me. I can't wait till we get videos so we see your stupid face.
Eyebrow raise me. That's great. Man,
These are always so fun.
we should play poker sometime. I don't think any one of us can bluff the other. We should
I
just
really couldn't.
laughing the
I've
whole
tried it.
time.
I couldn't do it.
That's one thing we could do. We could probably start an A&R poker night.
I would be 100%
I'm going to
down for
submit that for a recommendation.
If we
Yeah.
played in pesos, I think I'd definitely play for sure.
Do you get it, Chad?
Is that a
Do you
different
get?
language? I was deciding
It's a
if
currency.
my mind didn't know which way to go. I was deciding to say whether I could or could not afford it.
You can.
Oh man, we're gonna wrap up. We really appreciate it. Wow, you good? Oh man, how that went. Kind of,
Whole other octave on that one.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
Wow, that went,
To wrap it up so I can laugh.
thank you guys so much for listening. These
Yeah,
are a
thank
lot of
you
fun
very
for
much.
us. We really do hope that you guys enjoy them as much as, or at least a little bit, like we do.
I mean, if you enjoy them as half as much as we enjoy making them, you're doing okay.
You're doing a great job. Thank you so much for Fernando for joining us again. It's a real
Thank
pleasure.
you very much.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Dipstick, short block. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a Merry Christmas.
Did you just say Happy Christmas to yourself?
Did you say Happy Christmas?
I say Happy
All right,
Christmas.
you're done. Mary, Fernando, you got anything else?
Feliz Navidad
There
to
it
everyone
is.
else.